Hey everyone, thanks for joining me again here on the Duchess of Unicorn YouTube channel. Hopefully this is a quick video. I've had my dogs barking, so I had to stop my previous recording of the video. So here we are again. This is a photo of Catherine St. Laurent when she was with Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Today, this woman has started on April 1st with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry as their chief of staff of whatever organization that is supposedly just about to announce itself. And I find that everything Meghan does has to have this big, brilliant amount of secrecy. And I wonder, though, is it secrecy because it's so awe-inspiring, or is it in secret that it's all hidden because it's so confusing? And that Meghan really doesn't know where she's going with this, and that's why she has to hire the staff first before the company is truly laid out and established. So it's like putting the cart again before the horse. Now, I did a video yesterday about foundations and what they are, and kind of giving just a summary of what a foundation is supposed to do. And this is all leading up to what or when Meghan announces that she is starting a charitable foundation or a charitable organization of some point, like some type. We don't know what type of organization she's starting because, again, it's really hush hush. A spokesperson confirmed that Catherine St. Laurent has started her post as chief of staff to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex at the beginning of April, so now. She will also serve as executive director of their new nonprofit organization. So this woman is getting one pay for two job titles. I'm wondering if she's being paid two pays, two amounts for doing the two jobs, or did she get her at a discount? And if she got her at a discount, what would Catherine St. Laurent need to have been gotten for any type of discount? So is it because being associated with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in history that Meghan Markle is a biracial woman from America, divorced, and did not really have a child, or she had a child, or she had a surrogate carry the child, whatever, and it's all part of this big historical moment in British history and now American history because she's coming over and bringing Prince Harry. She took Prince Harry out of the UK and into America, and we're wondering why. We really are. Okay, so this Catherine St. Laurent came from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. She later then became director of communications and then director of brand and special initiatives for Pivotal Ventures. So she's done a lot with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And now I don't know a ton about Pivotal Ventures, but I do know Bill Gates himself. He devotes a great chunk of his wealth to nanotechnology, nanoparticles, nanotechnology in terms of medical technologies that can advance the wellness area. And he also does a lot in population control. And he's been quoted as such as saying that, vaccines are the way to population control. And I'll leave it at that. And if I have that link, I will put it in the description box. So basically, the Sussexes have found Catherine St. Laurent, where she headed up, she didn't head up the company, but she was involved over the years with the Bill Gates organization. And so now we have media relations, and they've hired, I guess, Kaylee Thomas Morgan. Harry and Meghan will no longer have a team based in Buckingham Palace, so they are completely out of there. They'll have one person, and his name is James Holt. He'll head up communications in the UK because now Meghan is over here in the United States, in Los Angeles, with the coronavirus. She's in a major populated area in Los Angeles, and she is also getting back hooked up with Sunshine Sachs. And so they are that famous PR firm that seems to do a lot of bamboozling, and they're very good at it because basically they are very, very expensive. And so now Meghan is back with this Sunshine Sachs, and they're going to be doing all her PR. And so she also has a spokesperson. So apparently she's going to be working for media relations with Kaylee Thomas Morgan. The firm were originally initially engaged to do communication support for the Sussex Royal Foundation. Now that's squashed, but the process will no longer continue. Instead, Harry and Meghan will spend the next few months focusing on the family and continuing to do what they can safely and privately to support and work with their pre-existing charitable commitments while developing their future nonprofit organization. So it's almost like they put it out there. They put out that they want to start an organization. They hired people to help them start to build that organization, but they themselves seem to be grasping or not releasing the fact that they know what direction they really want to go with this organization. So it's like hiring the staff and telling the staff, hey, create me a organization. And by the way, make it a nonprofit. Do what you got to do, and I'm over here and we'll talk. So that's how I feel, but you never know. So Sunshine Sachs, just in case you want to know, was founded by Ken Sunshine in 1991, and clients in the past have reportedly included Ben Affleck, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lopez, Justin Timberlake. Kaylee Thomas Morgan is a partner at the firm, which represents Meghan when she starred in Suits. Okay, great, because when she was in Suits, not a lot of publicity, not a lot of people heard of her. So now that Meghan has Harry's clout, she can go back to Sunshine Sachs. Haley Thomas Morgan can now really get gunfire, so she can really do her job to the best of her ability, because now they are using Harry's clout. And the fact that Sunshine Sachs represented, Ben Affleck and Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lopez says a lot about them, because they are talented people. They're truly talented actors. They're truly talented people in general, just naturally. But your media company, your PR company can only represent you as good as you can deliver on their word. So we're talking about Meghan. So we know that she's not the most stellar actress. I don't care if she has great concentration, great memory. I don't care if she speaks well in public. The point being is that if you don't have the talent to act, you will not be making it anywhere, because a studio is not going to lose money putting you out there and you act like you are Amanda Bynes 15, 30 years ago. That's not how it's going to be. It's not bankable. Without Harry's clout, and I don't know what she's going to do next, but without Harry's clout, she really can't expect a lot from a PR firm except to battle the negativity, the comments, maybe to build her Instagram. And that's another thing. Meghan Markle has told or asked Instagram to please just transfer all our followers over to our new account whenever we launch it. Please just transfer them over for us. Unfortunately, Instagram doesn't allow that. What Instagram does now is just allows you to change your account or get a new account and close your other one. But before you do, they tell you, go ahead and tell your followers to follow you over here. That would be great for most of us. But when you're talking about 11 million followers, that may be a little hard, a little bit pressing to do, because, well, I'm positive that some of those 11 million followers are bought and paid for, or fake accounts and or bots, as in robots. So, of course, Meghan's sweating because she wants to make it seem like she's so in demand. She's so relevant and people are so into her that those 11 million people that she has as followers can't just transfer over because some of them aren't real. They don't exist. So you can't just ask them to transfer over if they're accounts that have been bought or sold, or somebody started an account and it's a dead account, or she had someone, again, her marketing firm or her PR people have a bunch of people sign up to follow them to boost their followers, because in Instagram, that's what it's all about. If someone looks at you to be a brand for them and they see you only have 5 followers, well, that's not investable to them. So if Meghan wants people to pay her for post on her Instagram or to be some type of influencer, well, those 11 million followers had better be legitimate. And of course, if you want to be hired, you better make sure that those are not bots, because that makes you look real bad real quick. And so I wanted to end this in saying that that's the next big thing. How can Meghan just ask her followers from Instagram to transfer over her 11 million followers if some of those people are not legitimate, actual, breathing, living human beings? They're bots, they're automated, they're dead accounts, they're people that don't exist, or that maybe signed up because they were part of their branding or their content people and were made accounts. So we'll see if 11 million or more are actually on their new account, because honestly, are 11 million people really that interested in the Duke and Duchess of Sussex? I mean, they're in their 40s. You're telling me that young people are really into them? Really? Think about it. This is Meghan Markle. She wants to be Oprah-like. She wants to be Michelle Obama-like. She wants to be Hillary Clinton-like. She wants to be, part like Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez. Like, she wants to be that, but she, honestly, I promise you, she never really will be, because if she was going to be that way, she would have already been that. No, she's not as aged as Hillary Clinton. She's not Oprah's age bracket. They're in their 60s, in mid 60s, almost 70s. So she's not in their age bracket, no, but they have been the way they are for many, many years, far, far longer than Meghan has, just decided to become a humanitarian and start, a nonprofit. Now let's look for 1 second. We want to think about Oprah Winfrey. She started an organization in Africa helping women who were, I'm assuming, either they had limited amount of money, or they were not adopted, or parentless, orphans, whatever, those type of women. She's helped them and put them through school, and they become like her quote unquote daughters. There's like a handful of them, and they have a close relationship with her supposedly, and they write her, and she's paid for their schooling and things. And she has a nonprofit or a foundation that's what she does with it. So again, if I find that link, I will put it below. But Oprah Winfrey does have a foundation, which I guess has her as the endowment. She's the person that started it, and she put some of her money, but she can also accept donations. So the long short of it is that I think Meghan Markle, you may see that she might want to start something like that, maybe in Africa, because I don't know, Harry isn't completely enamored with Africa. And for some reason, I'm still trying to figure out and find out why he's so in love with Botswana. Like, not that I don't think it's not a place to be in love with, but that's what I want to find out. Why? What's the real reason that's where they go to? Africa is where they go to. Africa is everything that they run and try to escape to, especially since he was in a Nazi uniform. So it's kind of contradictory. I know it was only once that he was in a Nazi uniform, but there shouldn't be anything else that you need if you're one time seen in a Nazi uniform and you're a white guy from the UK. So I'm still trying to figure out the dynamic of why you love African children, or why you love Africa so much, and you dressed in a Nazi uniform, which Nazis believe that they are basically supremacist or supreme over all other nationalities. So I have a little issue with that. But what the organization Meghan's going to build, and is it going to have to do with Botswana or Africa, somewhere in Africa, or is it going to have to do with her own backyard, LA, where she's from? She did the Grenfell cookbook and did that whole UK thing, and they complained, they being the media, that everybody seemed like they were from the Muslim persuasion, and that was an issue. So I wonder, wherever Meghan picks her next I guess, target to help, so she starts doing a nonprofit that's in Africa, people are going to want to know why. And so I'm sure they're making sure to research that and to have the organization start with a certain charity that makes sense to her, or a certain population that is in need that makes sense to Meghan Markle, and they're going to want to know why. So that's going to be up for debate right now, but I want to end this video because I've already talked too long. So we see that Meghan Markle has gone back to Sunshine Sachs. She is now working with Sunshine Sachs for her PR, her media relations person, Kaylee Thomas Morgan, which she worked with before when she was on Suits. So she hasn't really been gone from Suits too long. That's a few years that she quit Suits. So they can really get her back on the bandwagon. But is Suits going to come back? Can she be coming back to Suits? Is she going to do something like Suits? Is she going to go back to acting at all? Or are you doing your nonprofit as your biggest, your biggest move? Because there are other actors do have other businesses and other endeavors that they do. But I know Prince Harry has Invictus. I know he has Travelist, and we see these other organizations, but honestly, they're going to have other people start them, form them, and run them, and they're just going to show up and be like the poster child for it. So I can't wait to see. For now, I'll end this video, and we will be hearing, I'm sure, very soon the name of the organization and what it stands for, and we'll be able to go on the website and talk about it, and we'll be able to fish around and see what is really going on with these two in the United States and where they're going with all this. All right. I will see you in the next video. And thank you so much for joining me on this video. And hopefully we'll hear about the new nonprofit very soon, because I'm all about that. I'm there for that. Okay. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.